guess we're on. You see, I don't understand why people love to bash or goddamn, how I say, praise an indie game simply because they're trying to spite something else. Those in the Sonic community, whatever. I'm not in the Sonic community because that shit is a fucking toxic. It is a toxic cesspool. Okay, there's a cesspool of toxicity. Like I tell you, bro, them shits. I'm a Sonic enjoyer. You know what I'm saying? I'm bringing that term. Okay, from now on, if you don't want to be part of a fan base, you are an enjoyer. I am a Dragon Ball enjoyer. You feel me? That's what's not the point. Okay, that's regardless. What I mean is, why we know the most is because it's this game that came out. I'm gonna use it as a perfect example. And that game, ladies and gentlemen, and everything in fucking tween, is Spark the Electric Jester 3. Okay, Spark the Electric Jester. It's a good ass fucking game. That shit is fucking badass as fuck. Yeah, you buy it. You buy it if you can. Buy that shit. But the game is not the problem. It's the people who play this shit who also happen to be in the Sonic community. Okay, these fucking clout loving, cesspool drinking dickheads are one of the top tier dickbags on this planet. Besides the Steven Universe community, the goddamn, I believe My Little Pony, the Dragon Ball community, and the Pokemon. Oh, you niggas. The Pokemon. Matter of fact, you Nintendo niggas as a whole disgust me. You Nintendo niggas disgust me. But why Sonic is the thing here today is because every time Sonic anything drop, whether it's a fan game or not, they use this game as they leverage either against or for it. For example, I know y'all all know about that Sonic Omen shit. Regardless of all the goddamn accusations and drama on that fucking side, thank God Sonic Frontiers come out. That shit died immediately. That shit died faster than anyways. As in, when Sonic Omens came out, it was this one YouTuber, I don't know, the Sonic Show, whatever that nigga name is. He tried to bash Spark the Electric Jester 3 and called that shit a fan game of Sonic. Okay. And then use that to bash it in comparison to defend Sonic Omen.
This one, I've seen a lot of people talk about this fan game in particular, Electric Jester 3. And this game does look super fun, but I don't get it. They made a Sonic fan game and just swapped the models with different characters, solely so that they could sell it and profit, which the person writing the doc would be furious about if this game ever gets popular enough to trend so they can get some more free internet points. Like, they literally said, these games should be made for passion, not money. Like, what? And while the game does look fun, I'm watching people fall off random small gaps in platforms, and it looks like it plays a bit clunky and is really empty. But it does have a really well-cut trailer. The graphics are nowhere nearly as high as the quality of Omens. I mean, I don't think it's trying to be, but it just isn't. And the levels are lacking almost any object placement or design elements. Plus, the camera seems stuttery, and I'm not trying to dunk on this game, as it's not released yet, so it will likely get some of the elements I listed. Plus, it does look fun. Although, edit, Future Jaden here. The game is now released. I didn't know it was coming out that soon. So, I mean, maybe an update will fix those issues? Update? But yeah, you can bring the same mentality to any Sonic fan game too. It seems weird to tear down one fan project just to uplift another.
Can you shut the fuck up?
Boy, if you don't shut your
like, that shit is fucked up. First of all, this shit is not Spark the Electric Jester 3 is not a fan game. I'm gonna just say it's not. It's inspired by Sonic. It's inspired. The same way Sonic took a lot of shit from Dragon Ball, this shit is inspired. It's inspired from it. Okay, same way Bayonetta is inspired by Devil May Cry, so on and so forth. You get what I'm saying? Everything's inspired by something. Just because it plays similar or even feels similar to a certain thing you like or dislike doesn't make it that thing. I don't know why I have to fucking explain this, but apparently I fucking do. Okay, but hey, common ain't all that common nowadays, man. Common sense is not all that common. Excuse me. So that was fucked up. And now there's some kind of other video by Yakodoodle. I don't know what the nigga name. Yakodoodle. Like, let me look it up. I ain't gonna be rude. Yako CMN. I'm calling Yako. We're going by Yako. Alright. It's basically trying to use Spark the Electric Jester 3 to bash Sonic Frontiers. And we're just like, bro, it's not the same thing. Even if there's things similar, they're not the same thing, okay? Spark 3 isn't made to be compared to Sonic, bro. It was inspired and wanted to live up to the legacy, you know what I'm saying? You have to pay your respects. You used to start, yes, it's true, you used to start on Sonic games because Sonic's probably his nigga like the rest of us. Sonic's that dude. So he got inspired and made his own game and inspiration of Sonic, you know? And to see people twist that honor, twist that respect, and twist such a wholesome thing and helping people start their own projects, to twist that and then use it for your own fucked up, stupid ass argument that doesn't amount to anything, that shit's fucked up, bro. That shit's wrong. Like, that's just wrong.
For Christmas this year is a good high-speed 3D platformer, but considering how Sonic Frontiers turned out, that feels like a lot to ask for. You know what? This probably already exists. It's probably an indie game made by like one guy, and it probably came out, I'm gonna go with 4 months ago. I get to sing praise about an indie game. Thought experiment, which one of these levels contributes to a more cohesive aesthetic? Exhibit A, a dark, gritty city filled with signs of unrest concerning a robot uprising, complete with crowds of protesters and resistance banners. Exhibit B, gray volcano.
Like, why can't people just accept that things are different or it's not for them? If you like Sonic Omens, cool, fantastic. To me, I think the game's ass. But if you like Sonic Omens, if you like any fan game or a real game, that's you. That's what you're into, okay? If you don't like Sonic Frontiers, to me, you bugging. But let me stop being toxic. If you have flaws with it, hey, nothing's perfect. You're free to have that. You're free to have that opinion. But to use something else that has nothing to do with it, especially an indie game of all things, and then use that to prove your point, that shit's fucked up. Especially since when this shit came out a while ago. This shit came out in August. I ain't seen nan nigga talk about Spark the Electric Jester 3 until the whole Sonic Omens fiasco. And that happened to a lot of Sonic fan games. I mean, it was like a Sonic Lost World inspired game with like an open world Sonic game. He was comparing it to Sonic Omens, saying how this is better. Like, what are y'all doing? People worked hard on this shit. It's not used for your fucking debate wars. It's not used for that. It's not used for you to twist up. People putting their passions into this, trying to start their own shit, you know? Come from someone who's trying to work on my own craft and animation and gaming like that. That shit is messed up, man. Like, guess why I probably want to make the video, you feel me? That's kind of the main reason. I was triggered about this shit, bro. Because that's someone who is an artist or someone just with basic empathy. No, this shit is wrong. Just let people like whatever they want, bro. Let people like what they want. And like, I'm sure it's fun, whatever. Don't get me wrong. That's not like you can debate which game is better. It's like that. Which game is objectively better? Like, which game has more content? Which game has better graphics? What game has better gameplay? See, that's more in your opinion, but you can still base the facts. Like, there's some things you can do or can't do in the game that makes one thing better than the other. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be real. Devil May Cry 3 is better than Devil May Cry 2. Like, let's just Devil May Cry 2, and you can still unlike Devil May Cry 3. But you prefer one over the other. If you prefer 2 over 3, you are the Grinch. But you can still have that opinion. We can still have that opinion. But if you bring a whole different game like Bayonetta to compare it to just slander on Devil May Cry 2, that shit ain't right. What they gotta do with keep that on topic. That's not an argument. You just waving at one game, saying look, and ignoring the other one. Or giving people a false sense to buy or something like that. That's not right. I wouldn't want people to buy my game just to spite another game. Like imagine what you're doing to the person. He put his drive and passion to this. And the only reason niggas buying it because they want to spite something else. Not because the love, dedication, and hard work you put into this, just despite something. That shit's wrong, bro. Like, I can't get over that. I can't get over that. Ooh, man. We gotta do better, man. We gotta do better. This why niggas don't want to be a part of y'all community. This is exactly why. We wonder why does such and such get so much hate? You're the reason, nigga. Y'all the reason. I spoke to several billion different types of people. Not literally, I'm just joking. But I spoke to many other people who would say, yo, I love this, but the fan base is so toxic, I can't touch it. Like, we as fans have to do better, bro. We have to do better. Like, this shit is stupid, bro. And you're only pushing niggas away. This is Sonic's year. You know how long he been in the dirt, in the gutter, for how long in the public eye? He's finally climbing up, and y'all throwing him back down. This is his year, man. Let's not ruin it in the last few moments.
Don't forget to subscribe!